Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show.
We're not the Tim Dillon Show. Damn, why did it do autoplay? That was this song right here. It's only got 74 views, and it's really cool. It's all AI, and it's by this channel, Ankh Esam Amun. It's just happened to pull up in my I guess my feed. I thought it was a really nice song. With that, you may have noticed I have a new camera. Just hopefully I can get my wife on the show and have two mics. And also today I have a pretty wild vid. I was not suspecting where this video was going, and so I thought I'd share it with you guys. It's pretty wild, actually, and I figured I'd go and play a couple other videos and just kind of testing out the new camera. So without further ado, I'd like you to enjoy this video. Let me see if I can increase that for you guys. There we go. I found it on Twitter, but then I lost it. You will not know where this is going. I'm guaranteeing you that you have no idea what you're about to see. So here we go. She's drunk. Oh, told you.
Shit, man.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
That was fucking heavy.
Is that fun?
You it backwards and you got away.
You actually saw me?
Yeah, hell yeah, I saw you. I can't believe you went backwards down the freeway. Coming on the oncoming traffic too. That was so heavy. Quite the fit you got on too.
Yeah. The last thing I want to be caught on.
Yeah, you had some diapers. They're flying all over the freeway.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Is that cool? Do you like this video? I think it's fun. Of course, I would find it on Reddit. Here we go. We've got some more light-skinned historian. And, yeah, did you like that video? It was pretty fun, huh? All right, let's see what the black people have to say about their plight.
Back with a quick video. We're going to talk about this post that Mulatto Vanguard had on his channel. He also just did a video that I might react to that I got pulled up. And basically point out the fact that non-black women are basically joining in.
Can you guys just say one word fucking correctly? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Basically, where are you getting that from?
On the bashing of light-skinned men or mulatto men. And yeah, I told you guys it's going to happen a while ago, and that you guys should watch out for, because basically this Latina, she's like a Latina. She's not black. She don't look like she got a drop of black American blood or black blood in her anyway. But she basically dissed Drake and said, leave it to a light-skinned Canadian to bring rap to this, shaking my head. And basically she threw biracial and light-skinned guys underneath the bus. Because I've been telling, that's why I focus on dark-skinned people so much on my channel, because this is where a lot of these agendas are coming from, and these people are giving them the platform to basically spread them, to basically to marginalize mulatto men. All right? But yes, they want to make it a trend to basically hate on light-skinned men and mulatto men and marginalize them as much as possible. We all know that the black community is a matriarchy and it's ran by black females, and we know that.
this is, as he says, that they're a matriarchy. I've noticed that Jews are a matriarchy, and they also seem to be a problematic society. I wonder if there's some kind of Hispanic muscle mommy is a Latin motherfucker. You're gonna goddamn get me with these puns in the chat. Okay. Thank you for that. And as my wife said before, Hispanic women have large thumbs so that they can hold onto limbs better as they climb trees. Look at this ghoul, though, by the way. What the fuck? Like, that is an awful look, dude. There's girls girls like that walk around with such high confidence. And there's some guy that doesn't realize that he's gay. And I remember going downtown Orlando, and I would see, like, women that look like this, and they just think they're the fucking shit. And they probably have some expensive clothing on and expensive all sorts of accessories. But this is fucking awful. It looks just like, this is a 10 on the scale of if you saw the new, the leaks of this app or website called T, where women would go and talk shit about men online, and they all looked exactly like every single woman that you think talks shit about men. And this right here is a 10 with that fucking Wellbutrin forehead that I advertise on my banner for my channel. Like, they all have that awful, like, shark dead-eyed, like they just fucking killed a bunch of men that fell in the water after the USS Indianapolis fucking sank. Why would you do this to yourself? I mean, you were already born Latina. You got to make things worse for yourself? I'm just kidding.
Light-skinned men, historically, we have not bowed down to her matriarchy. We won't ask them. We don't really date them. We don't deal with them. And all these females it's a lot of reasons why these females attack light-skinned guys. We don't show them attention like dark-skinned men do. And I think they want to make us as desperate as dark-skinned men to get us to behave and act like them. All right? They want to trick us into living a certain lifestyle. You know, being a degenerate or worship, like carrying ourselves like them.
I'm sorry, Adam. Adam's Mexican.
Basically. I don't think that's what they're trying to do. All right, but we're going to see where these non-black females and these light-skinned mulatto females get this mentality from. And that's why I tell you all the time, whenever you see a dark-skinned person, a non-black person, a person who's not dark-skinned, and they hang around dark-skinned people, as a light-skinned man, or light-skinned person in general, but especially as a light-skinned guy, a mulatto man, your eyebrows should raise. Because I tell you all the time that dark-skinned people are very good at turning people against light-skinned people in general, but especially towards light-skinned people. They're good at making them tools and gassing them up, their heads up, to go against people. All right, even sometimes their own people. Look at light-skinned people. Like look at light-skinned women attacking their own group because they like, just look at it. So that's something you have to watch out for. All right, we have to watch out for that. So when you see a non-dark-skinned person, a non-black person who hangs around dark-skinned people who are over-infatuated with them, your eyebrows must raise. You must understand that they're probably going to use that person to attack you. And I said this before.
It's so funny that, like, this has got to be a common occurrence for Mr. Lightskin and his fellow mulatto men. It is such a wild, just like, I've said it before, is I spend so much of my day worried about, intergalactic space pedophile vampires trying to drain me of my life essence. And this guy's worried about the fucking paper bag test Like, it's such a different world that we live in. I can't imagine what this has got to be like.
Before, and when I watched this video about Vanguard, they said it backfired on her because black males were in the comment section. I believe this is Twitter, defending Drake.
I just saw the name Mulatto Vanguard. That's so funny. That's such a good name, Mulatto Vanguard. That's like some kind of like white nationalist, like Groiper incel kind of name.
And defending, basically let her know this ain't her business. You know, stay in your Latina lane or whatever. All right. Stay in your lane. This has nothing to do with you. And shout out to those black males who did that. But I seen a guy who made an astute observation on this post who said that I wonder if, basically what he's saying, but I wonder if black males are doing that because they genuinely care, or they don't want non-black people to point out the difference
Mulatto
between light-skinned
tank.
Negroes and dark-skinned Negroes. Because if they do that, it's going to end up to a separation, and that's going to be the end of light-skinned people being subordinates to dark-skinned people. All right? Which is a great observation. But you're going to see where they get this mentality from and who is influencing them. And I told you a while ago, it's been an agenda by women and men, dark-skinned men.
Have I said this already? But could you imagine if this guy got red-pilled on the certain tribe of small hat wearing individuals? Imagine how like his brain would just shatter, like you just dropped a vase on the floor.
Society at large to marginalize you as much as possible, to make you feel powerless as much as possible. And I don't think it's going to end until light-skinned men grab the microphone and control their narrative.
Yeah, a lot of people are noticing. Gentleman here puts these light-skinned or biracial chicks.
They even use the noticing. I wonder what's the black version of noticers like.
Do this because they think it's going.
There's got to be a good pun out there for black noticers.
To get them accepted by darker-skinned women, and they think it's going to not get them bullied or get their ass whooped. Yeah.
Absolutely, that's true as well. You know, they trying to like pass the hate to light-skinned men. You know, that's why they kind of join in on it. But also elevating themselves within that group as well at the same time. You know.
And the thing is, what we know historically, because this is an outgroup female, she's not even mulatto or light-skinned African-American, right? But we know historically with the biracial mulatto, specifically female, why she panders to the dark-skinned black guy is because she needs protection within that group.
The way that he said that, I feel like, because I wasn't looking at the screen, I was just kind of daydreaming. And I've been watching a lot of this guy's videos that his name was like it was something Douglas. And he was an Australian like adventurer, like way before crocodile hunter guy. And he would do these videos and he would just study wildlife and stuff. And the way that he's just like talking about it, I just was daydreaming about like a bird, and like one of the male birds, he just like flares out his little feathers.
To the dark-skinned black guy is because she needs protection within that group. Because as you point,
does that not sound like it's a narrating like a video for Animal Planet?
You alluded to here, which I understand. We know the historical context. If they want acceptance into the black community, aka the dark-skinned group, they need black males for protection from black women, because the black community is a black matriarchy, mostly females. The households are ran by women. They're politicians, mostly women. They're educated.
Right, and it's not even the mulatto's men's DNA to basically be bossed around by women, especially women that he don't even belong to, which is black women. But yeah, he's speaking a lot of facts here. All right.
Educators, mostly women, right? So the women basically run the community. United States, I'm talking about.
And they can't get
What the hell is a communitar?
protection from mulatto men because they always throwing them underneath the bus for black acceptance. It's just what it is. It's just the truth.
So they know that they have most of the kind of political and social clout and power in that community. And that's why they're backing up Kendrick, because they're saying he sings about black women in his songs and all this stuff, right? So it's like if you pander to kind of black females in that community, then you're given the status.
I swear I got, like, he sounds like Cartman. Communita. Authorita.
Power.
Absolutely, and light-skinned men, we do, some of them do that, but the vast majority of us, especially the biracial males, they don't do that, you know, and that's the issue they have with light-skinned males, is that you're not approaching these females, you're not giving them attention, you're not boosting their ego, you're not basically following the black sisterhood, and this is basically their way to try to punish you and to force you into doing it. All right, but we're going to see where these, I might react to this video later because it's very good, but I want to show you guys where they're getting this mentality from. Alright, so we're going to talk about, you know, the black woman and her obsession with the light-skinned mulatto male, because it is an obsession they have, and I feel that's where a lot of black men get a lot of their obsessions from.
Look at that little donut around her neck. He did say doo-doo, and I did start to laugh at that. What is it about women with that complexion, especially Indian women? When they get fat, they have like, they look like a giant baby. Like it's the softest fat weirdness. I don't know how to describe it other than like a giant adult baby with just like super soft fat in weird places.
You know, with trying to marginalize light-skinned men, basically, this is where it's a head scratcher, because if you really like dark-skinned men, then why do you market them to non-dark-skinned women? Why do you market them, basically? Try to gas them up, prop them up, but they get mad when somebody gets with them. It's weird to me. And I come to the conclusion that dark-skinned women, well, I'm going to make another video about this as well. I've already spoke about it before, but I got more proof. Dark-skinned women want all black men to them. They're very similar to dark-skinned males. There's no difference between the two. But they want all people of color to themselves. They want dark-skinned men, but they don't want to lose sexual access to light-skinned men. They want light-skinned men whenever they want them. They can have them. You know, and Tommy Sotomayor spoke about that as well, about how dark-skinned women don't like light-skinned men, but they want to F light-skinned dudes. And it's the same thing with dark-skinned males, you know. But if you like dark-skinned men so much, why are you overhyping them, trying to make them, you know, this ultimate prize? Wouldn't you want them to have no options because it limits the competition for them? Right? Unless you, like I heard Stephen Brown say that as well. Unless you like under some type of spell or something that dark-skinned men got you under. But like, why would you overhype them to make the competition harder for yourself to obtain one? Unless you want to marginalize light-skinned males, so you can basically, it'd be easier competition for you to get one. It'd be lesser competition. But let's see what she's saying. And she's basically, y'all can do this without bringing up light-skinned males.
What I said, don't like it.
I sure damn don't like it.
Where's the end? What you want me to do?
Just
Okay,
saying to
you
you
don't
is-
like I said.
So they're trying to force that preference down everyone's throat. No homo. They're trying to force that to all groups of women. Trying to make women prefer dark-skinned men. I showed y'all a while ago, I might show it up here. It was an agenda back in 2020 and 2022 of women of color trying to start an agenda to marginalize light-skinned males. She said that women prefer dark-skinned men or any skin that ain't light-skinned or light-skinned black guys. All right, because they can't get attention from light.
You should feel dumber watching this. Because I definitely feel dumber. This might be shocking to some people, but I say a lot of racist things. And I don't even think that I can purposely try to come off as ignorant and racist as this. Like, at least my views have a little substance to them. But Jesus, dude, what the hell? Where do you go with this knowledge?
Light-skinned men, who knows? But that's the agenda. Now let's see what this tranny looking black chick has to say. She's going to say,
Oh God. You just don't realize that all of you look like this. This is insane.
Say that give me a dark skinned man or a white one. And she's gonna bring up light skinned men. You can prefer what you want to prefer, but why would you bring up light skinned guys? What's your agenda? Alright, and light skinned men, y'all need to address this because this is not a joke. This affects y'all light skinned brothers and y'all light skinned sons. Because a young light skinned boy who's watching this doesn't know this is a joke. Alright. But let's see what she has
Do I count as a light skinned brother? I'm lighter than this guy, I would assume.
to say.
Two things for certain. You would never, ever, 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 ever catch me in a light-skinned nigga's bed. Just like Nikki said. You would never catch me in a light-skinned nigga's bed. Ever. I don't like light-skinned men. I mean queens. I don't like, y'all could be my friends. Like, hey, queen.
So this is where they're getting this emasculation of light-skinned males. They're getting it from dark-skinned people as a whole, but especially dark-skinned women. And also, every time they speak about mulatto men, they always break up their... They either bring them up sexually or in a very effeminate way. It's very weird.
Hey, queen, you could be my friend, but my man, is there even any light-skinned men? I think there's only light-skinned women. I think there's only light-skinned women. I think the only men there are is black.
Dude, this guy is gonna lose his shit after hearing this. No, I'm not Latino. My dad's from Chile. He's German. Somehow a lot of Germans ended up in South America. I'm not sure how that happened. Some migration that happened. But that's I do though when I fill out job applications, I will write Latino just to fuck the DEI and HR people because I mean, I'm technically telling the truth. My dad's from Latin America, so I just say that I'm Latino. My first language was Spanish, but I haven't spoken it in so long.
Black men, like dark skin and brown skin.
Of course, because, like I said, you probably don't even want them for real, and they bow down to the black women's matriarchy. Light-skinned men don't.
And then, like, I would just never talk to a light-skinned man. They're too close to white. I might as well just talk to a white man. Chocolate or white, please. I could do with peanut butter. But, like I said, you would never catch me in a light-skinned nigga bed. There's no light-skinned man who can tell you I ever fucked with them, ever. I've never fucked with a light-skinned man. Never did. Not. There's not one light-skinned man who can comment right now and say I fucked with them, ever. Dark skin? Yeah. I like niggas the same color as me or a little bit darker. Black. Okay? Or white. I don't...
When I was with a black girl, sorry, I was reading chat. When I was with a black girl, I remember basically I spent 4 years of basically, could you imagine this? 4 years of my life where basically my entire peer group was black. And I remember my ex-girlfriend telling me that her girlfriends asked if I had a pink dick. His dick pink? He got that pink dick.
I don't want no light skin. I don't want no light skin nigga. That's a queen. I could be friends with a queen, but I can't be in a relationship with a queen. I'm not a lesbian. I don't.
And another reason why, like I said, their agenda is basically to marginalize you guys. So also on these pop the balloon dating shows, the reason why they want, like, their goal is to make light-skinned men feel undesired and make them, like, they won't come out claim you out in public because they want you not to. They don't want you to be a status symbol. Basically, it goes against the agenda. So if you're going to pop the balloon show and you pop out with a dark skinned chick, she understands that all the other groups of women are going to basically want to compete for you now. All right, so that's why they do what they do as well. All right, in my opinion.
Like, what we gonna do? Bump coochies? I'm not bumping coochies with no light skinned nigga. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Then don't do it. Just go where you want. Like, why you gotta keep bringing light skinned dudes up? Just do what you're gonna do. But this obsession has to be addressed.
You got me fucked up. Dark skin or white?
It's so funny to me. Like, I love every time that he brings up dark-skinned people's obsession with them when he has a channel that's dedicated to only discussing this. It's really fucking amazing.
Or any other race, like any other race that's light skinned but that's not black. I don't want no light skinned nigga. That's a woman. Period. One thing for sure.
So we're gonna see a short clip of this black guy basically encourage him on light skin N-word assault or whatever. Encouraging light skin N-word assault. And you're gonna see, I don't know if they're black, they could be like Hispanic. But you're gonna see like a Hispanic chick on the right, and listen what they're going to say. Like I said, I'll tell you all the time, when you see people who are over infatuated with degenerate dark skinned people, you have to watch out for them.
I think your guess would be correct, Jared. I don't believe that he's read Warburg and the Clergy Plan. I don't think that this man has read many books, and definitely not on that subject.
As a light-skinned man, because they're going to turn them against you. They're good with that. And influencing them to view you a certain way. Alright? But a lot of these females are mad because they can't get attention from light-skinned men. Alright?
All time.
Especially
2 things you hate about light-skinned niggas.
niggas feel like they're in competition with you. They just soft. If they're not light-skinned and gangsta, I can't. But if they light,
I wish my wife would dress like this with the bathrobe and the eyelashes. Why can't my wife just be attractive like that? Just make her so mad.
skin and gangsta is different. But I gotta be able to say, my nigga, air all this shit out.
I put that down. That's illegal.
They feel like they doing too much and they've kind of like chased a little bit and they want you to chase.
Take longer than me.
They mad because you won't chase and put on.
I thought that was her tummy right there. It's so funny to me that they hate on each other. Yeah, you're Chinese. That they spend so much time hating on one another, and then they make themselves out to have like black or white features, like straighten out their hair, and it's just you guys are a mess.
Like dark skinned men do. They're mad about that, not being chased and not being shown a lot of attention like that. They'd be mad about that. And also you see that she needs a dude that's.
No, Eric, my wife is not chinless. She has a chin, and she has multiple. So I don't want to hear that disrespect.
Going to air something out. Now, also, like I said, they want to shame you into a certain lifestyle too. But notice how whatever the dark-skinned female says, it has a trickle-down effect, and these higher uppers give these people the platform to say these things about you light-skinned guys because it's an agenda to devalue you because you are a threat.
To get ready.
Okay.
And the one that goes there with me, like, you're fighting me over the angles of the pictures. Like, that's a problem.
Light-skinned nigga.
All right, but that sounds like something that a black person would say. All right, a black woman, a dark-skinned woman, and a dark-skinned man. All right, now, if you see these videos, don't let these people shame you out of what you do naturally, man. All right, that's their goal. They want you to feel insecure about the way you look and bring you down so they can control you better.
Bitches should be grateful. Dead homies. I'm the baddest bitch to ever bless your presence on my soul. Mwah. No bars. Give it up, Bookie. I won. Dead homies.
Before I get out here, you're going to see the agenda they had a couple years back are trying to marginalize light-skinned men. And this mulatto chick, she's going to say that she prefers her own group of men, which is mulatto men. Well, let's see what she says.
Is like a lot of women prefer dark skin or any type of skin besides light skin. Like your type ain't light skin. I mean, I really don't. You know my type is light skin. Yeah, I really don't. But care. You can be. You don't have to be light, but you don't. I don't like. Okay, so I basically say that I'm not a dark skinned dude has never made me turn my head. I can't agree with that.
You see what she said? She said, dark skin will never turn my head. He said racist. See, it's racism when you do it to them. But when it's a light-skinned guy, it's all fair. It's all game. Like, come on. But you can see, she said that women have an agenda to basically make light-skinned dudes feel unwanted. And basically to go for anything outside of them. But I'll see y'all in part 2.
I just want him... I want to collaborate with this guy. And I wish I could make him feel better. Because all of this hate and all of this animosity he's feeling from quote-unquote dark-skinned niggas, I just want you to know that I'm doing my part to make them feel equally as unwanted in my personal life. I'm, I've got the same sentiments that they have towards you. And, so, I mean, maybe we'll like each other. I don't know. I don't think I watched his other video. Pookie Lights
on black people. People who are similar to him. How does that happen?
And I'm buttering you guys up right now because I'm about to put you through something that you hate, and it makes me laugh. And really, the only purpose of this channel is one, make me laugh, and two, I guess help promote Jared's awakening of the Fourth Reich.
Happen. I mean, you see that with biracial baby mamas, where they've been programmed by black people. I'm not gonna see people put the blame on black people. It's not black people's fault. It's the mulatto's fault, who is opportunistic, who sees an opportunity to be advanced within black society. And how they do that, they throw other mulattoes on the bus. So with this whole biracial baby mama, some of these people will talk and say well, black women program these light-skinned women or biracial women. No, they didn't. You act like these women are so dumb and stupid. A lot of them are. Okay, a lot of the men are too. So the little, feminists don't get all wild. Okay. But a lot of the biracial baby mama, some of the males try to frame it as if they're programmed by black women to hate on light skin or mixed men. No, it's not no. They're opportunistic. They know this is part of the deal. If they want to fit in with that society, they have to throw the biracial male under the bus to fit in with the dark skin community. That's the protocol. So they're not just dumb and naive, and they're manipulated by these dark-skinned people. No. Leave dark-skinned people out of it. This is a mulatto in-house discussion. It's these opportunistic mulattoes who want power, dark-skinned people. And in order for them to gain that, the rest of us mulattoes under the bus. Now, I laid the preface there for the mulatto,
Is this what they mean by that black Illuminati? What's that group called, Jared? Do you remember what it's called? Oh, everyone can see you naked on the screen. Yeah, they can.
Biracial baby mamas, which they're plentiful, very common. They're easy to detect. They're the loudest and dumbest. But this guy right here, this kind of academic, well-spoken, articulate mulatto cat, this Akala guy, he is...
That's right, the Boule Society.
Flip coin of that. But the male version, it's the same thing. I saw a video, I said a few years ago, where the guy's he's talking against mulatto nationalism.
Well, the Fourth Reich is... We've already had 3 Reichs. The Fourth Reich is what Jared... Well, actually, honestly, both me and Jared, we get accused of being Nazis because of our rampant anti-Semitism. but like neither of us really likes Nazis. If you really study the National Socialist thing, I mean, they're socialists. I don't like government control of things. As just reading the chat as I'm trying to have like an actual conversation. The National Socialists are too left for me. And that might sound funny to people, but like it's kind of what we have right now, under a veil of capitalism. But like our entire industries that we work for are all pretty much government owned. Like everything that we have in life right now is pretty much government run. And I'd like a free market society. I like people to be able to go and choose for themselves. So I'm not really pushing for the Fourth Reich. That's just kind of tongue-in-cheek because my views, if you don't really know what we're talking about, then can get misconstrued. Though I am racist. I will say that I am very racist.
And I'm like, why are you even talking about this? Like, why do you care? Like, if you're black identified and you want to fight so hard for black people, like, why do that? Why are you against the rest of us? Now,
shout out to Vanguard for that live stream. And I was in this live stream and I was listening to what he was saying. First,
Eric is a pagan, and now he's telling me to pay my taxes. You're going to get banned. I'm going to ban you.
And this really stuck out to me because he's right. It's funny because as soon as this live stream ended, I went to sleep, woke up a couple hours later, brushed my teeth, do what I had to do. And someone told me to get on TikTok. I got on TikTok and I seen this random video of this light-skinned mulatto woman, and she was going on a tangent about light-skinned people. I'm going to show you guys who she is. But she was going on a tangent about light-skinned people. But really, it's because she was a baby mama. I was thinking it was coming from a genuine place. Like she was really concerned about light-skinned people and mixed people. And she brought up the fact that she deleted the video now, but she brought up the fact that why come when she was talking about dark-skinned women is what she's talking about when light-skinned.
He said the meme. He said, why come?
People say that they just want to be light-skinned. They don't want to be black no more. Or they want to like their own autonomy pretty much. Or a little, they want to be separated from dark-skinned people a bit. Why come do dark-skinned women get mad and frustrated at that? But I'm going to go to her profile. No hate to her. I'm just using this as an example. But he's right. Vanguard is right. These females are not dumb. They're not stupid. Light-skinned people who do this are just they just taking advantage of black people. It's just what it is. But a lot of times it backfires on them. It's just the truth. I told y'all this story before about me being in grade school many blue moons ago, and basically, I had a light-skinned teacher, and we were kids. She had no business telling us this, it was kind of hood. I ain't gonna lie, but she said it was about who looked the best in the classroom, and I looked the best, but she said she didn't like dudes that looked like me and she was light-skinned like me because she liked chocolate boys, so that was more her type, and she put it to the dude next to me, and
This is, by the way, there's not enough people that give the public school system enough shit, especially teachers, for being pedophiles, and a lot of it being the women. But did you guys not pick up on the fact that this is a teacher talking to her students about, I want that chocolate boy right there? Could you imagine if I was a teacher and I was in your science class and no, Becky, I don't like you. You're one of them light-skinned ones. I want Shaniqua over there. I want that dark chocolate. I want that chocolate bitch. All right, now open your textbooks.
And she said that she was like, I don't like dudes your color because we gonna come out too light or something like that. And I've always heard light skinned females say that, and I was like, why do they keep saying that? No, and it's because they want their children, their offspring, to blend in with the dark skinned community. That's what it is. One, because they don't want to feel left out. Light skinned people are left out in the society. We're outcasted. But
I thought you were superior. What the fuck?
Within the degeneracy of dark skinned people as well. So that's the truth, and they understand in order for them to get in good graces with black people, dark skinned people, and within the dark skinned community, they have to throw other light skinned people, especially the males, under the bus, and that's what dark skinned women and dark skinned men require of light skinned women, and that's why you see that constant. You see these light-skinned girls going above and beyond to do that because they're looking for dark-skinned people's acceptance. And it's not all their fault because you light-skinned males are not organized. You guys have not established a base. You guys have not established anything. So these light-skinned females and mulatto females wouldn't have to do it if you guys had your stuff together. All right, but I'm going to give you an example of a mulatto chick who did this. I'm going to go to her profile real quick. The young lady I was talking about when I got on TikTok hours later after that stream that Vanguard was doing, and she was going on a tangent about why come dark skinned people get upset when they want to separate from light skinned people. I mean, from dark skinned people, and basically implying that us having our own autonomy, pretty much, and being separate from them a little bit. And she said her dark skinned friends, or she just noticed through just observing them that dark-skinned women specifically would get upset at the fact that light-skinned girls just wanted to do their own thing with other light-skinned people. And she was going hard, talking about light-skinned this and mixed this. And I'm thinking it's coming from just a genuine place. I was like, this is interesting. I've never seen, a light-skinned or a mixed girl say things like this before. This is new. Now, I don't know if she was new to the content or she watched Vanguard or whatever, or she just observed this, just through her lens. And it's funny, like right after, literally, I'm talking about hours later in the morning, after I'm telling you, this popped up. And then the day goes on throughout the day. And I said, let me see if she got more content like this. She didn't have any other new content, but she made a video, and it was this video. I came across one, I think it was this video, but she deleted some of them. But she said it'd be the baby daddy's mother that be the main problem. And it's basically, from what I'm seeing, this female is a baby mama. And Vanguard was saying it's only when these light-skinned girls or these mulatto chicks get conquered by black males that they want to talk all that light-skinned stuff now. And I'm like, oh man, I can't believe it. I actually seen it in real time of them doing this. But it's crazy how he just said that, and hours later I come across this woman and her page, and that's exactly probably why she...
It is, as Adam is saying in the chat, it is interesting how most races separate themselves. This was like why I thought the whole thing of like the BLM stuff that was going crazy and why people were so mad about it. Like, just let them separate themselves. You guys are all up in arms about, the civil rights acts ruining America. And then you get mad when they start like being racist and wanting their own spaces and stuff like that. And you guys get mad. Let them do it. Like, why are you upset? Like, they're doing it for you, and then you don't have to get called racist. Why do you want to, like, they're only hiring black people? Good. Go let them do that so it sets a precedent for you, stupid. Why are you getting all pissy about it?
She was doing it. I went through her profile, and I seen her baby daddy, and he's a dark-skinned guy. He's a black guy. And she was talking about how he would not take care of his kids. But now she's trying to talk all this light-skinned stuff I said, oh, that's a great observation. And that's why you light-skinned dudes, y'all have to be aware when y'all come across these light-skinned females, which y'all know is something strange.
I don't know why, but I just remembered yesterday there was a prostitute behind my work, which is an odd thing to see. And she was wearing she was like a white woman that was kind of like, I don't know, like not really white. She like just looked really like hood, and she was wearing like one of those black women wigs. And she kept like hovering next to like the corner store that she was like, she rode her bike there, and there was like a John that like approached her, and they talked for a second. And I was so hoping that she would get in his car so I could go steal her bike. I was hoping that she would leave the bike so I could go steal it as soon as she got in the car.
Anyway, when a light-skinned female is trying to act like she wants a light-skinned guy, y'all know something's up already. But don't be the cleanup guys for these dudes, man. I got another video coming on that. All right, it's only when they get ran through by these dudes and they want you to clean up dark-skinned men's mess.
Oh, that's what I meant to also talk about when they had that other woman speaking about their racial preferences or their color preferences for men. Like, it's so beyond me. Like, if in my dating sphere, I guess it does happen with like trashy college girls, but if a girl ever like told me, or if I overheard her saying like, yeah, I only go for like so-and-so men, I was like, how many guys are you, like, do you not just establish like what you want and try to, of course you don't, but like try to, I don't know, aim for something longer and more meaningful instead of like dating? Like, I was with a girl one time, and like she in front of me told my friend that we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend, we were just dating. And I was like, well, this is over now. I just like I don't know, when I was like going out with girls, I don't go and see like, if I establish from like the first time if I want to like set something up longer, and I don't like have this like agenda to keep just continuously dating, where these people just like, I'm just going out to the club and I've been seeing this guy, but then I got this other guy. Like, don't you just feel like shitty? Like, I get hookup and shit like that, but why are you going through like the making a relationship kind of thing instead of just like doing like a one night stand or whatever? I don't know. It kind of seems weird. Like, what are you after?
Then they're trying to consider you. They looking for a sponsor or something to take care of their children. And these females should be, if they ever show interest in you, they baby mamas, man, they should be paying y'all. I mean, no disrespect to this female. I mean, this woman. It's just interesting to me that how that just like lined up perfectly. Like hours later after he said that, and then this pops up.
And yeah, I mean, as Adam said, Ye said, my dick ain't racist. I do have a quite a high body count, and I am guilty of sleeping around, but it was never like stringing women along, or like, I don't know, if I wouldn't have respect for a girl that just said like, oh, she likes going out with like to clubs, and like, god damn, dude, putting your dick in that is asking to like for a lot of trouble, man. You're tempting fate right there. Could you imagine too if she gets pregnant and she's with all these different guys, and you're all just sitting in the lobby of some room waiting for the pregnancy, like, or the test to find out who the father is, like fucking Maury. And it's just one guy's just going to be sitting there still in the room while all the other guys walk out just cheering.
That's crazy. But give me your thoughts and opinions. I'm out. This short clip. It's going to be short. And I want to play this because this video reminded me of what Vanguard was talking about on his live stream. But let's see what this mulatto female says about light-skinned men.
Admitting to your friends that you like light-skinned niggas is so gut-wrenching.
The reason why she said it's gut-wrenching is because the black community, the dark-skinned community, has...
That's literally me right there. I got a nose ring there too. Dude, that's me right there. I'm a mulatto.
Protocols, well, they have devalued mulatto men and light-skinned men so much, trying to make y'all seem like y'all just so corny and so weak. And to the point where it's not a cool thing to say you like mulatto men or light-skinned guys out in the public or within her group. Because within that group, she has to devalue in order to be accepted. She has to become a baby mama. She has to conquer herself. Allow herself to be conquered by black males, dark-skinned males. Or she has to devalue light-skinned men all the time. And they have purposely done that to talk down the status of light-skinned men, the social status of light-skinned men. But so she's basically embarrassed to claim light-skinned males because, like I said, that's dark-skinned women's protocol. And the women that she hangs around, that's what they tell her to do. She has to make the sacrifice. The sacrifice is mulatto men, mulatto sons, or whatever. Devalue their social status, make them feel less than, make them feel inferior. And they're just willing to do that. All right, so it's important for you light-skinned guys to understand that. That's what dark-skinned people require of light-skinned females. And these females, not all of them, but a lot of them are willing to do this in order to get in good graces with that community or to be elevated within that group, etc. All right, but this also reminds me of one of my favorite clips of all time. And I know some of y'all light-skinned dudes don't like it, but I got to play it.
There's light-skinned niggas like that. You know it? We used to torture niggas that wanted.
Let me turn up the brightness so I can see this guy.
Be down and act black, make them crash dummies. You might be think I'm playing. We used to do light-skinned niggas like you, dirty boy. Call it color, call it whatever the fuck you want, nigga. We might have been a little jealous, but nigga, you got done dirty, nigga. Fuck you talking about? And every dark-skinned nigga know what I'm talking about. You niggas light-skinned motherfucker always want to be down. Not all of you, some of you motherfuckers. Always want to be down, always got to be proving something. Punk motherfucker, you wasn't black enough and you wasn't white enough. You stuck in the middle.
And that's what I wanted to get into. That's why he called y'all crash dummies. The ones who keep trying to act dark-skinned, trying to act black, keep trying your hardest to fit in with other dark-skinned people. Y'all don't even, at least y'all realize it, especially the females. They're just using y'all against y'all own group. That's all they're doing. All right, that's all they're doing. That's why he called you a crash dummy. The ones who don't want to network with other light-skinned people, instead of you always in dark-skinned people's business, we just using y'all. They don't care nothing about y'all. They don't not care nothing about you. They're just using y'all against your own group, keeping y'all slaves to them. That's all it really is. And that's why he called you a crash dummy. All right, but that's what that reminds me of. But I'll see you on the next one. Oh, but also before I go, the whole baby mama thing. These females know that these men, their baby daddies, feel this way about light-skinned guys. So you can't really trust a lot of these females. And do you want to be associated with these light-skinned girls if they got dark-skinned baby daddies and they all in this mind state? They all have this mindset, I should say. And most times their sons that they have with them is light-skinned as well. Like, don't nobody want to deal with that. But I'm not telling y'all grown men, y'all can do what y'all want and make, use discernment on what y'all want to do. But I'm out. Give me your thoughts and opinions. I know what's going to, a lot of the females probably going to get mad, but it is what it is. It's the truth. We got to speak about uncomfortable topics so we can, progress as a group. But I'm out.
We out. I wanted to check in. This was, wait, was this the one that I was there for the other day with, I want to check in on Frosty here. me and Jared were watching him the other day, and he's not doing good. This is that kid that started out as a fresh-faced young man that wanted to be a greaser in the YouTube greaser community. And, well, he's now living in his parents' shed. And he's talking about liking very, very young girls very openly, and people are encouraging him to do it. And, well, I just wanted to have this documented because I don't feel like this guy's channel. This is his second channel, by the way. He used to have 27,000 subscribers. And, man, things have really gone down for Mr. Frosty here.
Okay, so Nagasaki was kind of busting my balls. So I'm gonna be like, okay, let's see if I can, get her on this live stream. We can talk about some things. So, yeah, we were having some Discord. Hey, how's it going? I was having some Discord with Cassandra because she's saying like stuff like it's disrespectful to lust after women. I'm like, that sounds like some bullshit. And I was saying like,
well, to be fair to the woman that he's talking about in here, he's kind of speaking low, and he's talking about a girl named Cassandra that has her own page. I don't know if I can find her later, but she was kind of giving him a hard time because Frosty here was, well, Frosty was lusting after underage women and then openly talking about it, and then talking about fighting other online greasers because he was going to cut out the guy's heart and sacrifice it to his god. And then in the live stream chat, he was performing curses, which made me very uneasy. I wouldn't have thought that that would affect me so much, but seeing a person honestly cast curses and dark magic, I don't know, it gave me the creeps, and I felt icky, and I felt my soul getting darker.
like I'm like, okay, that doesn't make sense. I'm trying to argue with her and stuff, and I'm like, look here, Cassandra, if it wasn't for the lust of your parents, you would not even be here, unless you're like some immaculate conception or something like that, So I was really disagreeing with some of the stuff she said, and I was just thinking, man, too bad I don't have her on Discord anymore. I'd call her up and be like, oh yeah, Cassandra, I think you're wrong about this.
Can you guys hear him?
It's because this, that, and the other thing. And yeah, we should have an argument. So, yeah.
Yeah, my wife in the chat brings up a good question. See, this is you're gonna get me in trouble. Oh, Frosty. We're going to watch this. Jesus. We're going to watch this kid die.
I'm a zero. I'm like, yeah, probably. I think so. So because I'm like always thinking about her, it seems. You were tweaked out? Oh, dang. I'll have to call you up one of these days sometime soon, Mr. Witherspoon.
So Mr. Witherspoon is, no, Adam Frosty is not on the Epstein list. This guy could barely afford a ticket on a Southwest Airlines flight, let alone fucking get on the Epstein Lolita Express.
Check in with you, see how you're doing and whatnot. I was just getting really frustrated, and Cassandra was posting this stuff on her YouTube channel. She posts really weird things sometimes. It was like she was talking about the story of this young girl actress, like a 5-year-old, and she was in a family, and her father was like an alcoholic, or I don't know if he was drinking alcohol. I don't remember, but anyway, he was raging a lot, and he was threatening to kill his family. Like, I'll kill y'all motherfuckers, like that. No, kind of like what I say, and this really got me to think. And then what happened was this young girl died from his rage, and God bless her soul. She was a famous actress, and when I hear that story, it's just motivation for me not to be angry like that. Cassandra called the feds on us? What do you mean? How do you know? Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I'm not very familiar with...
I gotta go, and this is the other live stream that he was doing. I want to find the one that he did. What the hell? Is this... Okay. Oh, see, here's his... Jesus Christ, he is so fucked up. This is him performing. Jesus, dude. He's performing rituals with a conch shell. What is going on with this guy?
The weed. The weed is making me euphoric.
Where's the one where he was telling us the other day? Is this one? Yeah, this is the one that we were watching when he was cursing. Dude, he was... Look at how fucked he is. Damn.
I read that post. Boom, I'd knock you out. Boom, I'd knock you out. Boom, knock you out. Boom, boom, boom. And then they'd all be at least knocked out, you know. So that's why I'm like, I need to be careful if I'm going to do some fan meetups. Because some people, they just hold grudges, you know. Yeah, so that's why I'm into storytelling. Yeah, I do work out. Yeah, I work out. Why waste a bad person? Cursey Leonardo Nelson and
there he is. This is this fucking guy. This guy fucking This is when he starts cursing, and he's mad at this guy that he was fighting online.
Satan's name. Curse you, Leonardo Nelson, in Satan's name. Curse you, Leonardo Nelson, in Satan's name.
And then Jared tried to get him to stop doing it. I had to go to sleep. But Jesus, dude, he is so fucked up.
Black magic stuff to him.
Anyways, should I go and find the meth story? Is it like towards the end of it?
Right now. That's cool. Yeah, so I remember I went to Mormon church this one time. It's this one guy in his like 40s. He's like, yeah, I'm getting kind of older and I've never had a girlfriend before. I'm like, oh no, that sucks. Yeah, weed is one of the best. You look kind of lonely. Hop in, we can hang out, man. Like, all right, cool.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna,
is this the story right here? Is this where he starts telling it?
Nagasaki's gonna fall in love with me, but no, I feel did. Yeah, Mr. Witherspoon is 52. Okay. Last story for the night, pretty much.
Is this where he tells it, Jared? Is this the story that I missed out on? Oh, God. All right, guys, strap in.
I'm going to wrap it up and say goodbye soon. But nah, friends. That's why I was saying that. I hope me, Cassandra, and Witherspoon can all get along well, because I think we would be a really amazing force in this universe. 52. Yeah, he's 52. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the story, the nasty story. Oh no. People are gonna cringe, and then it's just gonna be the end of the live stream. I'll be like, all right, see ya. Okay, so is it worse that he's older? Oh, why? Because he's edging to like girls and stuff. Anyway, story time real quick. So I was at Mississippi. I was walking down the street, and this guy, hey man, he's pulling up into his car. You look kinda lonely. Hop in, we can hang out, man. Like, alright, cool. Ooh, hanging out with him. Y'all are gonna cringe and disgust so hard at this. So then I was camping out there in the woods, and then like I said, we were trying to cast some love spells on Cassandra, hanging out. He's like, oh yeah, Nagasaki.
By the way, the girl that he's talking about, this Cassandra girl, is in the chat while he's telling the story.
He's gonna love you. But she never did. Oh well. Anyway. And then that guy, he's talking about drugs, like drugs. He's like, if I were doing drugs again, then all my money would be going towards drugs. And when you'd be hanging out with me, there'd be no lights. It'd be all dark because all my money went towards the drugs. Yeah, the girls are beautiful. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with what me and Mr. Witherspoon are doing. So anyway, I was hanging out with this guy in Mississippi, and I I was hanging out with him, and then I found out he was gay, and all right, ready for the nasty ending? The conclusion of this live stream? So anyway, I found out this guy was gay, and
I think the two of you found out you were gay.
I'm telling him, like, exactly, that's what he's doing. You think so, Cassandra? Nah. Mr. Witherspoon said the aliens are, said that we're gonna live for a long time, a free life. Anyway, I was hanging out with this guy from Mississippi.
They should show this to middle school and high school kids to prevent them from getting hooked on drugs. Fuck these stupid cops that come to the school and tell you don't do drugs and then make it sound cool. They need to bring this guy out into your auditorium without a shirt, just his hat and his board shorts that he always wears, that he's been wearing for the last year and a half. And he just tells whatever this story is, because I haven't even heard it yet.
Said drugs like drugs. And he got some meth. Like, Frosty, do you do meth? I'm like, yeah. Like, okay, cool. He started smoking me out with meth. And then what happened was, yeah, Witherspoon's not ruining my life. And then so I was smoking meth with him. He's like, okay, you can relax, get comfortable, take your clothes off, get naked.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I already knew where this story was going.
Naked. I'm like, whoa, man, sounds a little bit gay there.
Just a little bit.
He really wanted me to like take off my clothes and stuff. And then what happened was, so I guess like he found out that I was into edging or something. I must have told him. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm straight. I like edge to these like women and stuff. Yeah, so then he's like, oh, you can edge at my house. It was really weird. I got high on meth with him. We watched it.
I think I remember when he was, he was walking along the train tracks when he was homeless, when he traveled from Florida to, I guess he lives in California now with his parents, but he was living in his car. And I remember he was doing a lot of these videos with a guy that sounded a lot older that he wasn't showing on the camera. And I'm pretty sure he refers to this guy. What is it that he calls the guy? I think that there's an older guy that he was doing videos with called Bruno the Alien. And I think that's who he's talking about. But he never showed him. But there was always like an older guy that he would like talk. The older guy was actually like really like aware, like red pilled on Jews. He would have like conversations. And Frosty, when he was living in his car, yeah, go for it, Ben. He had a swastika flag. This is when he was absent for a year and then all of a sudden showed up in Florida homeless in his car, and he had a big swastika flag in the back, and it was just making all these people lose their shit. You're like, how could you do that? I was encouraging it. God damn.
Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And then like he said like I could start like edging on his couch. I don't know why I agreed to this. It was nasty. So I'm pulling out my phone and I'm just edging to this woman on my phone that he's watching. Yeah, I know, right? The nasty conclusion. Oh, yeah, this guy is horrendous. It's so gay. And then he started edging to me, edging to other girls. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Starts jacking off to my penis and stuff. I'm like, dude, that's gay. Oh, being a pedophile is worse. What you talking about, Nagasaki? Oof. Gay people just make me sick, you know. I don't know why.
The girl in the chat said being a pedophile is worse, and he's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Gay people are gross. I love the internet, dude. It's so awesome.
That someone would want to do something sexual with another man being a man. That guy did tell me this story that there was these people. There was one guy in New Orleans, and I guess he was from someplace in Mississippi. The girl was in New Orleans, and then he was texting her, and I guess he was doing some arrangement. It's like, okay, I'm gonna buy a blowjob from her, drive all the way to New Orleans, get my dick sucked by this sexy woman from that place. And then he gets his dick sucked. He was extremely unsatisfied. He's like, ugh, that was not that pleasurable. He was just complaining a lot about his blowjob experience. And then my friend from Mississippi is going off on this guy. He's like, what? Why would you drive an hour to get your dick sucked and then just complain about it? He just kept on going on like that. The N-word means love. No, I didn't know that.
I was reading that in chat. Whoever this guy in the fucking chat that just said that to him.
The N-word means love.
The N-word means love.
My nigger. My neighbor. Yeah, that was a gross story, huh, Cassandra? Sorry. I guess that was supposed to be the ending, so I need to...
He oscillates like a wave form, and just like he goes from being like the worst person I could imagine to my favorite person, and he just goes up and down in a wave pattern.
Ended off. This is too fun. Like I said, it's kind of like a symposium. Got a bunch of interesting people in the chat.
This guy is using words like symposium, and this guy, fucking light skin, is over here. Light skin over here is saying why come, and manses. God damn. I love that so much. What the hell is this? Oh, who's this?
Oh, hi everybody. This is Marshall Studios Forever Production here. Marshall Studios Forever Production is taped in front of a live audience this evening tonight. I was not getting a bunch of subscribers because the reason why I've been working really hard and I've been kind of not been uploading a lot lately, it's just because I really found out I'm trying to make it to 90K subscribers and people are not watching my videos really much. Maybe I had run out some ideas and I wanted to do something to make my videos go viral, and a lot of things I really have to say to you guys. I started out making my YouTube channel when I was 18, and
This is real. This is fucking... How do I get in these places? Why can't I just be fucking normal and not click this stuff?
also what I really found out was I started out making my YouTube channel on June 12th of 2017. I've been on YouTube for 8 years. And I'm trying to make it to 1 million subscribers. And a lot of things I didn't get to have was I really didn't get a chance to make it to 3 million subscribers or 10 million subscribers, 20 million, because I'm trying to make my videos to be more popular, more ideas I wanted to do. I've been working really hard, you guys, and it's been really, really hard. It's been really, really difficult for me trying to keep uploading YouTube videos, trying to get more...
What the hell is this guy? This is... He just makes videos about vacuum cleaners. And he's wondering... what the hell did I just find? He just makes videos about vacuum cleaners. This is amazing. This guy should have... Honestly, this guy should have a lot more views. This is... He collects vintage vacuum cleaners. This is wild. And his VHS collection. This is gonna sound really retarded, but actually a lot of these video cassettes are actually really worth a lot of money if you find some of them. I remember hearing this, that like some of these old Disney VHSs are actually really valuable because they do a lot of work. Yeah, we were watching a washing machine guy who was kind of interesting, but like these videotapes, I guess Disney did a lot to like protect their copyrights and stuff, and there was something about it that makes like some of these worth like a lot of money. What is this room? I'm trying to understand it. Isn't this guy has the same body as that guy from Fish Tank?
Oh, hi everybody. This is Marshall Studios Forever Production here. Marshall Studios Forever Production is taped in front of a live audience tonight. This evening, right now. Marshall Studios Forever Production. Guys, click the like button. Click down below on the comics. Hit the red button. Subscribe.
By the way, this guy has 1.82K subscribers. He is cucking me so hard with the amount of subscribers he has. This guy has fucking like 5 times what I have.
Click the red button every time you watch my videos, okay?
I do want to touch his tummy, though. I want to jiggle that.
Also, make sure you click thumbs up. Hit the red button. Click on the bell. What you like to see for some new videos right now. Here we go.
I will say that it does look like he appreciates those vacuum cleaners and keeps his room clean. And he makes his bed. That is way more than you can say for me. I do not make my bed. And I do have 2 vacuum clean. Actually, 3 with a shop vac if you include that. But I mean, this room is immaculate, actually. I really appreciate that, actually. And I'm not even being sarcastic.
Well, everybody, today I'm going to be talking about vacuum cleaners.
The title of this is I'm Still Looking for My Childhood Vacuum Cleaner from the 90s, Made in the USA.
I'm going to be doing on November 9th. And I still need to find is number 1. I still need to find a Green Dirt Devil Featherlight upright vacuum. Was made in 1998. No, in the year 95. And also a purple Eureka Bravo 2 from 1994. And a red Hoover Futura. And another vacuum might be a blue Hoover Futura in a Hoover Elite.
Which way, Western man? This or being the what is it? Being like Frosty, I was just showing you. You could either live in a shed of your parents' house with no air conditioning and wearing a leather jacket, telling people that you masturbate to illegal things and tell stories about the time that you were molested by a gay man that got you hooked on meth. Or you can go and be a little bit autistic and have a really nice clean room and enjoy vacuum cleaners. Adam said this is why whites are being replaced. You're not wrong. I think I choose this.
And a black Hoover Encore. And a Bissell Power Partner 1000 upright vacuum is green. And a Blue Bissell Power Groom 3000 upright vacuum with the 10 amp motor.
This is good stuff. I'm glad I've... What the hell is this?
Well, everybody, I have to talk about this. I really need to talk about what was going on during on YouTube, and a lot of things I really need to talk about. A lot of things was been really kind of over things like, sorry about that. Yeah, my legs are kind of itchy a bit. Sorry about that, okay? First of all, I don't feel like doing the intro today. This is going to be a long talk, okay? A long video. I really found out was kid behind the camera really has portrayed, and he has betrayed a lot of people, and he betrayed everybody. A really, really bad place, and he's doing a lot of bad things. Like, he actually threw a cup.
My wife is in the chat. Do you remember when we were at the we were getting my haircut and that really autistic kid was getting his haircut and he was describing what just happened? He was just describing what happened when his dad was being abusive, and he was just, this woman had no idea what she was in for, and he just started like living out this scene and describing like, no, daddy, don't hit mom. And and I said, you're not gonna do this anymore, daddy. Do you remember how? Oh yeah, and he was talking about getting choked out by a chain and some crazy shit, and this woman is just trying to cut this autistic kid's hair. I don't know who brought him there, but he was just telling this horror story in the only like the way that like a childlike mind could really like grasp at what was happening and then describe that to other people. Like it was just, this is my routine, this is what's going on. It's that was some brutal honesty that came out of that kid's mouth. How do I end up, dude? Oh, it was that day. And then I just like, I used to go to a diner. I started to tell this story. I think I got like part of the clip on YouTube. I used to go to this diner in the morning before work, and there was this guy that was like, there were two regulars, and I would just sit in my booth every morning and I would just let them talk. And this guy just started talking about how he had this friend, and then like his daughter or niece like was starting to like eye him like a piece of candy when she was like 15, and then he waited to like, he was like in his 40s and then waited for her to like become like 18 or something. I don't remember, but it was just like the shit that you hear sometimes when you just sit and you're just trying not to like be involved in other people's lives, and just what seems like just a common occurrence to these people. Just the wild shit that people will say.
Cupcakes on Tina's property, and she's
See you, Jared.
real pissed about it. Tina Danridge is really pissed off about it.
Actually, I'm going to have to visit this guy a little later. And since Jared's going, I can play this video because he hates this woman. My wife hates her actually too. I wish she was in the room right now to give her commentary about how much she hates this woman and her big nose. This is titled How to Be a Good Cuckold. I hope you guys enjoy this. I haven't watched this. This is like the third part of this woman's interview with the guy.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and we have our guest DDD back on again, our bull. And I'm so excited to interview him today also for you guys, and we are going to be talking about a lot of different topics about cuckolding and how to be a good cuckold and how to approach the cuckolding relationship. Hi DDD.
Hello, and thank you for having me on this platform again. It's always wonderful to see you, and been a while. How have you been?
I've been great. I'm really curious about how everything has been going for you, and about more of your bull experiences. And you said a lot of people started to approach you, asking you to be the bull.
Oh, wait, this is a new one. Okay. Because last time she had the guy on and the cuckold guy, his wife got pregnant by the bull. So this will be interesting. This is from a different perspective.
So I'd say that the conversations that I've had ever since our conversation have been.
Imagine getting cucked by an Indian man with this accent as he's going, "Sir, I fuck your wife. I fuck your bloody wife. I fuck her. Sir, do not redeem."
Very positive, and the experiences have been good. I wouldn't lie. But at the same time, there are so many other conversations as well that have brought forward more topics to talk about. And one of them is, how so many men in particular have this kink and would approach me and would want to be a cuck. And all these are at best wannabe cucks. They're not even in relationships. So what they want to be is a submissive. They want to be owned. They want a master. They want to submit to me, worship me. But guys, that's not what I'm into. I I like worship. I like submission. I like all of those things in the moment, in the dynamic that I enjoy. So all the single men who probably perhaps are hoping to experience something out of me, I'm sorry, that's not going to work.
Mm-hmm. So you only like the woman that he has, right?
I would say that, well, who doesn't like women? Women are pretty, women are amazing. So there's more to like. But men sometimes can be fantastic, but also downright pathetic. And the latter has had more proof than required. So I think that is also something that the community needs to understand, that you cannot be just some guy approaching just another guy to indulge your fantasies without anything to offer. You know.
Okay, so what does
So
a good cuckold have to offer? What would you want the cuckold to offer?
at least first of all, be in a relationship. Uh, that
Okay.
is a given. You can't be a cuck if you don't have a mistress to serve. You cannot be. You're just a lazy ass sub. Then.
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but that's not my cup of tea, per se. Secondly, what
There is no way. There is no fucking way with this guy. I I I refuse to believe it. There is no fucking way with this goddamn guy.
I would like to bring to other cucks who are in a relationship to first have a conversation with their partner. They come to me, they indulge me, they want me to have an experience only to tell me that they haven't had that conversation with their partner and they would like me to convince their partner, which is not the way to go. I think when you come here, you need to have had that conversation, which is the preliminary to begin with, right?
Yeah.
So that's number two. And number third, uh, if you want me to do something spectacular, then you have to make me experience.
This is so crazy. This is the dumbest thing I've ever watched.
Experience a little bit of that spectacular. So, cha-ching, start spending a little to at least fly me out. Don't expect me to be in your city just like that.
Someone is flying this guy to fuck their woman. I could not imagine. I mean, I get the fetish, but an Indian guy that sounds like this, and then paying for him to fly over, and just the lodging and the logistics to set this up, and this woman who has spent whatever time she's had going and fucking just making these videos.
Don't expect me to make time for you just like that, and don't expect me to respond to you immediately. Those are entitlements, and you can have that out of the door.
Yeah, exactly. Like they have to respect your time and, because you're in demand probably, like everybody wants to have.
What is this fantasy world that these two are living in where they're what fucking fantasy world are this woman is a mistress or a femdom as she calls herself, and this guy is the bull of a sought after bull for cuckold relationships. What the fuck is going on this planet?
Have you as their bull, right? Like you have a lot of people approaching.
I would say that a lot of conversations have begun. It has grown a little, but at the same time, I have my limitations on time. So my process has become a little more stringent when I talk to people. I need to understand if I'm vibing with them a little more. They also need to understand if I am the guy they need. Everybody can have their own preferences, and I am not suitable to a lot of people, and understandably so. But at the same time, you could be vibing with me to the fullest, but if you
This is too ridiculous, man. I can't. This is too fucking ridiculous. If you're vibing with me, there is no fucking way in the world that this is happening. There's no fucking way.
You take me or my time for granted, I would have to let you go.
The kid collecting fucking goddamn... The kid that's out there collecting vacuum cleaners has a higher chance of being a bull than this fucking tech support bloody bastard. This is insane. It is absolutely insane that this is...
Immediately.
Yeah, of course. So you said something about the cuckolding. Oh, about the conversation that they should have with their girlfriend or their wife. So how would you, if you were the cuck, how would you make the conversation with her?
Now, imagine.
I hope that there's a way that I can like bring Frosty into this woman's life, and then she ends up in a suitcase that gets found on the beach, and Frosty ends up permanently, either he walks into the ocean forever or something. Like, we need to get all of these goofballs in a room together, and then just lock them in there like a bunch of cats.
Me being a cuck is quite far-fetched, but I would like to make an attempt. So have that conversation with your partner wherein you first introduce them to your fantasies, in bed. Do it amongst the two of you. Let them know that you are open to inviting a third. Let them know that there are tendencies that you would like to watch. At least begin the conversation. Let them ease into it. Let them see you for you first, rather than exposing them to your fantasies head on, especially not in front of a third person. You want this relationship to work. You do not want them to absolutely abandon you just because you scared them out of it.
That's his face, you racist. Oh man. I feel like the things that I find on the internet, like, I feel like I'm just in a fucking like people are just watching me like from other cameras that aren't set up in my office, and this is all just one giant prank, and these are just like people playing characters. How the fuck is this real? How is this real life?
So I think that conversation is very important. Introduce your partner to that side of you slowly. Let them dip their feet, let them see a little part of you, maybe introduce them to media. It could be audio, it could be video, it could be perhaps literary, you know. Have them see stories, check them out. Women love stories, women like to read. Men unfortunately do not have the capacity to focus on reading, which is unfortunate. They could learn a thing or two. I believe once you start taking the small steps, see how she responds to it. And only once she starts responding to it positively, should you approach, or at least
By the way, you got in here a little late. This guy is actually the bull. This is an Indian bull that's telling this woman how men are pathetic and they're not reading. This guy they're in such a fantasy world.
begin the whole process wherein you invite someone in, and she needs to be part of it. So I think it's a very patient process that everybody should be going through. Plus, if you require an experience to be felt, an experience to be had that you remember, patience is probably the first thing that you need to develop.
Yes, because it can take a long time to find the most suitable person for it, right? Because it's kind of like a third person in the relationship, basically. It's going to make a lasting memory.
And so many things change, people don't understand the lasting emotional toll of bringing in the third. I mean, it's a memory, but what if it alters the dynamic of your relationship altogether? Right? What if now you have opened the Pandora's box that you cannot close anymore? Have you thought about that? Have you had that conversation?
Have you thought about that? I gotta go to bed. This wasn't meant to go on this long. I have to go to sleep with the thought of what I just watched. We just watched a kid. We started out watching
a lot of
freaking light skin historian tell us about mulattoes and the vast disarray of fighting between darks and light skinned black people. Then I found a kid that collects vacuum cleaners, vintage vacuum cleaners, who's severely autistic. And then we're now at a place in my life where I'm watching this is somehow a femdom that was able to like wrangle thousands of dollars out of guys. She has 70,000 subscribers now and a fucking Indian bull. And then previously, before that, we watched a kid that used to be an online greaser on YouTube. And now he went from being a nice kid to sharing stories about playing with himself in front of a 50-year-old man that introduced him to meth and edging and talking about underage women. Why, but I can't say the N-word. I can't tell people on Twitter. I just got banned today for telling some kid that I hope that he's executed and then deported. And they keep banning me for a week when I tell people that. And I'm not going to learn my lesson. I'm just going to get banned every week and then have one day of Twitter that I can post things and then get removed again. But this stuff is just out there. Not censored, nothing. I mean, aside from this guy's blurred out face. But I can't use the N-word. That's, oh yeah, and their president's a pedophile. So, good night.